Well, hello beautiful souls, it's your girl Janae coming at you with another video, and as you can tell by the title, this is going to be my Sol de Janeiro buying guide. So if you guys are interested in seeing what my thoughts are on Sol de Janeiro and 11 of the fragrances that they came out with, then go ahead and just keep on watching. So if you're new to my channel, hello again, my name is Janae, welcome, and if you are returning, thank you so much for clicking back onto another video. I truly appreciate you guys' support. So if you have not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and join the family, and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos from moi. Now let's get into it because I'm filming with everybody upstairs, so y'all might hear some stuff. Just, you know, just ignore that. Let's get into it. I don't know exactly how many fragrances Sol de Janeiro currently has on their site. I'll leave it on the screen here. But I have every single launch besides one from Sol de Janeiro. I don't know how. It just happened that way. I feel like it's because you pay about 20 bucks for a body and a hairspray, so I find that it's pretty worth it. It's at Sephora, it's very accessible, you could smell them in person for the most part. So I ended up collecting pretty much the whole catalog that Sol de Janeiro has, and this is not a sponsored video whatsoever. I paid for every single fragrance in my collection with my own money, and if this video was sponsored, I will still give you the tea because that's just what I do. But these fragrances in particular, I find they're very accessible, they're very nice, they're easy to wear. That's pretty much how I wear them, just a grab and go. Wear them for running errands, taking my daughter to school, going to the grocery store, the gym, things like that. I don't necessarily wear these fragrances as standalone scents like for date night or anything like that, but if I'm chilling at the house, going to bed, or running errands, that's pretty much what I grab these for, especially if I don't know what to wear. So like I said earlier, I have 11 fragrances here, and I'm going to be ranking them from 11 to 1. And as a disclaimer, if any of my worst are your favorites, we just have different taste in fragrances, or I just don't reach for it as much. I'm gonna go ahead and start with number 11, and this fragrance in particular is just one I don't reach for, and the fragrance is Tropical Nights. Now this fragrance is one that I'm not particularly a fan of because it has that powdery floral scent. It has a little bit of smokiness from some tobacco, but overall it's just more of like a creamy, sweet, kind of earthy scent. Now this fragrance is one that I thought that I would really enjoy, but I really don't. There's something about it I don't like, and I think it's the combination between the jasmine, the patchouli, and the tobacco. I don't know why, but for some reason it just, I don't know, I don't really like it that much. I don't use it that often, as you can tell. Like, I don't know, it's just one that I don't gravitate toward, and I thought that I would really enjoy it, but I actually enjoy others more. So this fragrance isn't a bad scent per se, but it's not like my top. And since this was limited edition last year, they're probably not bringing it back. I guess it doesn't really matter. But on the bottle, the top notes are mandarin oil and night blooming jasmine. It might be that night blooming jasmine. And then in the mid you have vanilla absolute and you have patchouli, and then in the base you have creamy tonka bean and tobacco leaf absolute. So like I said, I think it might be the night blooming jasmine along with the patchouli and the tobacco leaf that makes me kind of stay away from this one. It's fine, it's kind of has this like nauseating quality to it that I don't like, so I get kind of nauseous when I smell this, even postpartum. So yeah, this is Tropical Nights, and this is in the 11th spot. At the number 10 spot is another one that I think is popular because they brought it back. Well, I wasn't really a fan of the limited edition release last year, as you could see, but this is Tan Lines in number 10, and this fragrance is one that I thought that I would like for the summertime, but I really don't. However, this must have been a hot commodity because they brought it back as Rio Radiance. They have the exact same notes, just different packaging, and this fragrance packaging and name is from last year's limited edition release. So this fragrance is your floral, sweet, salty scent. It also has a little bit of like a yellow floral kind of vibe to it, so you get that tropical feel but more in a beachy way, if that makes sense. This fragrance is a little bit better than the last one, but it's still not one of my favorites. I actually took this to Jamaica with me, so I kind of got used to it a little bit more, and I layered it with Coco Vanille from Mercier, which was great. So this is great for layering with more coconutty scents because this does have coconut in it, but I'm not really a fan of like those salty solar type of scents. Like, that's just not my judge. Like, I'm really not into those type of fragrances because it's just a personal preference, but I can do a coconutty scent. But when it's too salty, or if it's too solar, or it has too much tuberose in it, which is a floral note, I'm not really a fan. So this fragrance has notes of Liti de Coco, Don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's like coconut and warm sand. Mid notes of solar, tuberose, and ylang ylang. Now when something says solar, it means it's kind of a fantasy note that mimics how your skin or how something reacts in the sun. So I think it's kind of like a salty skin tuberose kind of note, which is interesting, but I think that adds to like that saltiness from the warm sand, and it gives kind of like just more of a beachy type of scent, but that's not what I like at all. I'm not gonna say at all, but that's not really what I like in general. And then in the base you have creamy vanilla and amber essence, which the base is fine for me in this fragrance. It's just really the opening in the mid that makes me kind of feel like no. So if this type of fragrance interests you, or if you like these things for summer, even though summer is coming to an end, I think this is really nice to pick up if you like those types of fragrances. But for me personally, this isn't really my jam, but I do like having this in my collection for those days where I am at the beach and I do want a beachy vibe. This is Tan Lines, aka Rio Radiance, and this is in the number 10 spot. Next we have one on the list that I'm pretty neutral with. So from now until the top 3, I'm pretty neutral / on the like side of things when it comes to Sol de Janeiro. I think maybe the top 5s are like loves, and this one, like I said, I'm neutral to it. I like it, it's cute, but this isn't like a love for me. And this also was a release from last year's limited edition collection, so this is the 3rd. This is the one that I like the most out of that collection, and this is Sea and Soul. And this fragrance to me is very interesting. It's nice, it's fruity, it also has this syrupy sweetness to it, which I like. From the fruitiness, it has some citrus, you get a little bit of a spice, you get some muskiness, a little bit of woodiness. It's a really nice scent, and this has a unique note of star fruit, and that is why I like the fragrance, because of that juicy star fruit in the opening. I don't have any other fragrances with that note, and that makes it really special to me, but this scent isn't one that I gravitate towards. I don't know why, but I do like it. This isn't a love though, but I really like it. I think it's unique in the sense of being fruity and an interesting fruitiness. So this fragrance has notes of juicy citrus and tangy star fruit. The mid has pink pepper along with some fresh violet. That gives it a little bit of powderiness, but it's nothing too crazy. And then in the base you get some ocean musk along with some white driftwood. This is the best fragrance that they came out with last year, and I don't know if they want to bring it back or if they should bring it back, but I do really like this fragrance, and I think that this is one that if you didn't get your hands on, you should definitely get your nose on it, because it smells great. Like, this one smells really good. It has that juicy, delicious, tangy star fruit along with those citruses in the opening. It really works well, and I think it's just enough sweetness, but it's just enough freshness, just enough woodiness. It's not overly woody or anything. It stays very light and delicate, which is something I really like. The performance is about mediocre. It's nothing too crazy. This is a body spray though, so it's not going to be like an extrait de parfum, but for what it is, it's really nice. She's a cutie. This is in the number 9 spot, and this is Sea and Soul. Number 8 spot, this is one that I do really enjoy. I have the body cream for it because I really do like it. I like layering this with the body cream. I like layering this with other fragrances. I always like wearing the body cream, so this is one that I'm really neutral to / on the like side. It's not a complete love for me, because I think maybe if you have In the Stars or Into the Stars or something like that from Bath and Body Works, you're good. But this is a nice one to have, especially if you like that scent profile, if you like that Baccarat Rouge 540 scent profile. This doesn't smell like it. This isn't a dupe, but it gives you a vibe. And this is Cheirosa 68. So 68 is your, you know, juicy, fruity, floral scent. You also get some muskiness. You also get this fruitiness that's really nice, because this has some lychee in the opening. So in the opening you get some lychee essence along with some pink dragon fruit, which is a really nice combination. And then as the fragrance dries down, that's where you get that jasmine, you get a note of ocean air, and you get some hibiscus. So I think it's really nice, really dainty, really sweet, but it's not overly sweet. And then in the base, that's where you get that sun musk along with some vanilla. And I think the vanilla with that musk along with the jasmine and the hibiscus, I think that kind of gives off that Baccarat Rouge 540 vibe, but it's more juicy, it's more fruity, it's more feminine in my opinion. Baccarat Rouge 540, the original and the extrait, is more gender neutral in my opinion. It's not too masculine, it's not too feminine. It's really in that nice fluid air area, which is why everyone can wear it and everyone can smell great in it. I think it's really cute. I really like this one. I like the body cream, like I said, and I do think that this is one you should pick up because this is a part of their permanent line, and I believe currently they're having 15% off the whole site. I'll leave a link in the description box below if you guys are interested, but it's on the Sol de Janeiro site, so yeah, go ahead and shop and get your stuff. But this fragrance, I really do like it. I think that the body cream is definitely worth your money, especially if you like layering. This is Cheirosa 68. Next, we have the OG, we have the original, and I have the older packaging. I haven't gone through this whole one yet, but they do have a newer packaging for this fragrance in particular. But this is the original Brazilian Crush Cheirosa 62. So now it has like the big 62. I just have the one that has Brazilian Crush on it because I've had this for a very long time. But this is a classic. This is the one that started it all for the brand, and this is nice. I like this scent very much. I don't love it, but I really like it. The Boom Boom Cream is amazing. I love the Boom Boom Cream, but the spray to me is nice. I do prefer the fragrance, the actual perfume of this, because it lasts a little bit longer, and I did go ahead and purchase the new reformulated version from the website. So if you guys want a comparison for longevity and things like that, let me know in the comments below. Put hashtag comparison so I know you guys want to see that. I did put that in my community tab and I got some feedback, so that's why I bought it, but I just want to make sure we all on the same page. But yes, this fragrance is gorgeous. This is your sweet, nutty, creamy scent. You also get a little bit of a musky vibe, which is what I really enjoy about the fragrance, especially the body cream. Like, I love layering that with other fragrances, and this is great as well. This is the type of scent that I like to wear when I don't know what I want to wear, or if I want to wear something to bed. I really enjoy this scent a lot. But this is my like. This is in my like category because this isn't like I have to have it, since I love the Boom Boom Cream. I do think that the Boom Boom Cream is worth it. This one, I don't know. It depends on how you want your fragrances to wear. This one doesn't wear that well on my skin, but when I layer it with the Boom Boom Cream, it does. But that's an additional $20 on that, you know, $40 body cream. So I'm like, I can just layer that body cream with other fragrances that I have, and I'm good with that, versus having to buy this in order to, you know, make this last longer. So not only does this fragrance have some pistachio and some almond, this also has some heliotrope that gives it kind of like a doughy type of vibe, kind of cakey sometimes. I really love heliotrope. Sometimes it gives off a little powderiness, which is really nice as well. You also get some jasmine petals in the mid, and then as the fragrance dries down, that's where you get a lot of those gourmand notes. You get some vanilla, you get some salted caramel, along with some creamy sandalwood, which I'm so here for. This is just quintessential Sol de Janeiro fragrance. This is the core of Sol de Janeiro, and she's a classic in my opinion. So if you want something from Sol de Janeiro, you want a classic, you want to smell good, you want to smell delicious and edible but not doing too much, that's what Cheirosa 62 is. And I love the fact that you can spray this in your hair as well. So I think that if you're interested, go ahead and pick this up, because she is very pretty, but she is in my like category because there are some bangers. Now we're in my favorites category. The top 6, 5, and 4 were really tough for me, and they're interchangeable. Sometimes it depends on how I feel, but my top 3 are like set in stone. And in number 6 spot, we have one of the fragrances from the newer release of the limited edition fragrances, and I have a video of my first impressions, and I'll link my video of my first impressions up in the eye of the sky. But this is When in Rio. This was my second favorite as a first impression from the release, but you guys, another fragrance came up and like stole the show. But this fragrance is really nice. I really do like it still. This fragrance is your sweet, fruity, slightly citrusy scent. It has this warmth to it that I really enjoy. This fragrance has vanilla, it has some jasmine, you also get a little bit of bergamot in there, and you get some pear along with some sandalwood. So yeah, this fragrance is pretty. I love layering this with other scents. I love wearing this on its own. This is one that I had to tell myself to put down because I loved wearing it so much. I think she's worth the money. I believe she's still available, so get your hands on her quick before she sells out, because I haven't seen Sol de Janeiro bring back any other fragrances besides Tan Lines, which is now Rio Radiance. So yeah, she's pretty. She lasts a decent amount of time to be a body spray and a hairspray, and she's that girl. She's definitely that girl. She's cute, she's pink, she's perfect for the summertime, but I think she would be nice even going into fall, especially if you like fruity fragrances. So this is in my number 6 spot, and love when in Rio. Top five. So in the number 5 spot, we have Cheirosa 39. 39 is that coconut scent. If you love coconuts, if you want to smell like a coconut dream, a coconut cream delicious treat in the summer, that's what this fragrance is. This is a sweet, creamy, lactonic fragrance. You have some gourmand touches, you have a little bit of woodiness, and you have a touch of a floral aspect. In the opening, this fragrance has that coconut cream, which you really get. It's really creamy, it's thick, it's dense, it's sweet. And then as the fragrance dries down, that's where you get this note of a tropical orchid and some warm vanilla. And then in the base, that's where you get that creamy sandalwood and you get some toasted praline. So not only do you get the gourmand side, you get a little bit of a floral touch, you get some creaminess, like a creamy woodiness from the sandalwood, which is fantastic. You guys, I'm telling you, this fragrance is one of my favorite coconut scents, period. Like, I love this fragrance. And layer this with Mercier's Coco Vanille. Stop. It's so good, it's so delicious, it's creamy, it's just amazing. I really love this fragrance, and I have layered this with Bianco Latte. It's a vibe, especially for summer. And this will be great going into fall as well, because it has that gourmand warmth, it has that delicious sweetness that every fall catalog needs. So yeah, this is Cheirosa 39. This is in my top 5. She is a love. I will always keep this fragrance in my collection, but she's great. If you love coconut fragrances, if you love lactonic fragrances, creamy fragrances, this is your girl. So this is Cheirosa 39 at number 5. Number 4, we have the wild card. We have the one that surprised me the most this year, and this is from the limited edition collection from this year, and this is Do Not Disturb. Do Not Disturb, baby. This fragrance right here took me by surprise. I think this is the one that had the wrong notes on the website when I filmed my video, because I was like, wait, what? But this fragrance smells so good. If you like those musky scents that are still kind of sweet, you would absolutely love this fragrance. This to me is a sweet, musky, airy scent. It has a little bit of a vanillic touch to it as well. I love the floral aspect from the mimosa flower. The vanilla is gorgeous, and this has a note of nude musk as well. I think it's very, very nice. This is a really pretty scent, and I did not think I was gonna like this. This has also like a little bit of a freshness to it, but it's not too clean. It just has like a nice uplifting freshness to it, and I think that's that nude musk that's in here. It's really pretty. Now, performance, this lingers so long on your clothes. I don't know if they reformulated their body sprays, but this one is amazing. Like, I really like how this smells, and I layered this with Cheirosa 39, the coconut one. Smells so freaking good, and I love it. If you like those musky scents, if you like those sweeter musky scents that aren't too sweet, you can wear this to work. This is definitely one that will be in my clean girl list, because I'm head over heels for this fragrance. So this is Do Not Disturb in the number 4 spot, and y'all, if she's available, you need her today. In the number 3 spot, this fragrance is gorgeous. Every single fragrance from now, I'm gonna say it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, it's perfection, it's amazing from the brand, and I love this scent. This is Cheirosa 40. This is what I wanted 68 to be. This not only is sweet and fruity, it also has a little bit of a woodiness to it. It has a little bit of muskiness to it. I love the fruitiness though. That plum note in the top is crazy. This has a note of cassis as well. And then as the fragrance dries down, that's where you get some orchid and some jasmine. And the base is my favorite. You get some warm musk along with some vanilla woods. So you get this like vanillic woodiness along with some muskiness with the fruitiness in the top, the floral aspect in the mid. It's just very pretty. This smells like an actual fragrance to me. Like, this smells like a perfume. I wish they would have made this a perfume, because this is amazing. I really like how this fragrance wears. It doesn't last the longest, but with this scent in particular, I don't mind throwing this in my bag and touching up, because I really like that plum note along with the vanilla woods and the musk in the base. I can go on and on, but I'm not going to talk y'all heads off saying the same adjectives, but just know that this is a very nice scent, and this is actually my second bottle of this fragrance, because I really like the way that this fragrance smells, and I just wear it. Like, I wear it like crazy, especially like running errands or going to the gym. Like, these are the types of scents that, like, you can just throw on and not think about. You smell good though, and you sprayed something on before you left. Like the act of spraying something on satisfies me. She's also really good for bed. So this is Cheirosa 40 in the number 3 spot. So in this number 2 spot, I already knew she was going to be a favorite of mine because when I first smelled her, like I knew in my first impression she would be great. And this was from the limited edition fragrances that I hauled and I showed you guys. This fragrance is Bikini Season in the number 2 spot. Bikini Season, like, she is that girl. She is one that needs to be permanent. Like, she brings that fruitiness punch. I don't know if they reformulated their formula, but these scents that they came out with this summer had so much more punch, so much more performance, so much more longevity that I feel like they're all worth your money. Like every single one that came out this year, they're worth your money. Get the trio if you can. If not, just get the one that sounds the best to you, but they're definitely worth the money. This fragrance is not only sweet and tropical and fruity, but it also has a little bit of like a zestiness from some lemon. It has a little bit of like a watery touch from some coconut water. It's great. I love the guava in here. The orchid adds a little bit of a tropical feel as well. Y'all, I'm just so here for it. The guava is so juicy. It's so delicious. It's mouth-watering. It's beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking about it because I did talk to you guys about it, you know, in my first impressions, but this is great. This is one that I highly recommend. I really hope that they make this one permanent or turn it into a perfume. Actually, my top 6 I would love all in fragrance eau de parfum concentration, but this one for sure. If you love fruitiness, if you love like tropical fruits, this is your gal. So this is Bikini Season in the number 2 spot. Okay, so last but certainly not least, the number 1, my favorite fragrance from the house has to be Cheirosa 71. Cheirosa 71. I'm gonna just drop the mic. Nah, this fragrance is literally a gourmand lover's dream. Not only is this sweet, it's creamy, it's nutty, it also has this nice powderiness to it that's not doing too much, but this is strong, honey. This is the one. If you want a fragrance that's gonna last, if you want a fragrance that performs like an eau de parfum, like a traditional fragrance, this is your girl. If you like gourmands, if you like your fragrances to last, especially a body spray, this is the one that you need. Like there's no conversation. If you love vanillic, delicious, gourmand, just edible scent, this is the most edible that you can get. Like what is a dessert? You're the dessert. This is it. Not only does this have macadamia nut, this has some white chocolate, of course this has some caramelized vanilla. You also get some coconut blossom with some tonka beans. So this fragrance is just, it's amazing. I'm not gonna harp on it because this is number 1. I have so many fragrances in my collection and I've gone through 3 of these. This is my 3rd bottle and I'm halfway out of this one, so that should tell you something. Gorgeous fragrances, absolutely love them, and I highly recommend this one if you love to smell delicious. Buy this fragrance. If you don't buy anything else, buy this one because she's the best of the best. And I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go now because what more can I say besides buy it? Buy it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video because I had so much fun making it. If you are new to my channel, I do quiz you guys at the end of all of my videos just to see who's been rocking with me into the end or whatnot. And for today's video, please leave me the sun emoji because I think of the sun, I think of summer when I think of Sol de Janeiro. So leave me the sun emoji so I know you guys made it into the end. I love you guys so much and I will see you all in the next one.